getting ready with real estate. I might make some makeup tutorial people cringe with how I do my makeup, so you guys don't watch. But if you're in real estate school and you're about to start your career, watch this. Many people will talk to you about what to do to be successful in real estate. And unfortunately, most agents that are in pre-licensing classes only start hearing all this stuff after the fact. So they spend the 2 months that they're in licensing school trying to catch up once they're licensed. So I'm going to go through some tips today on exactly what I did to be able to close $1 million my first month after licensing school. So tip number one that I really suggest is that you make sure that you're talking about what you're doing on social media. Your friends and family need to know that you are in real estate school and that you are getting your license. You can do this in several different ways. Ooh, that color doesn't match very well. Bronzer it is. So you could do this in several different ways. You can do it via Reels. You can do it via just regular old posts with photos of you in your class, taking lunch break, a book. However you do it, just do it consistently. You want everybody on your social media to know that you are going to be licensed soon. That's tip number one. Tip number two, go ahead and start building your business pages and things of that nature. Start working on that because that's one less thing you have to do once you are in fact licensed. Tip number three, go ahead and get your headshots done, and not just a headshot, but several. Make sure you layer some clothes. That way you can have a couple of different looks, and you can have a headshot, very professional for business cards. You can do a little bit of lifestyle photos. So sitting on a kitchen counter, standing in front of something, talking on the phone, whatever the case may be. Do that while you're in your pre-licensing class. And I know what you're thinking, Alexis, I'm not even licensed yet. Why am I going to do that? Well, you're going to do that because you're going to manifest it, right? One thing in real estate is your mindset. Your mindset has to be that of, I am going to kill this, I'm going to crush it. And if you have that mindset, you're going to be successful. Now, I know what you're saying. Alexis, I don't have the money or this or that. Grab a phone, put a blur on the background, and call it a day. Doing this early on, you're manifesting your success. And you're going to be able to use these photos to start building some marketing for that business page that we're going to talk about. So what I mean by marketing is download Canva. Start looking at the things that they have real estate related. There's a tip of the day post. There's all kinds of different things that you can find on Canva. So you can start going ahead and building some posts for your business page when you finally get licensed and publish it. Whew. I look like a ghost, y'all. This should have been done in October. So my other tip is start talking about real estate, even with strangers. You don't have to say, oh, I'm licensed, because that would be a lie because you're not licensed yet. But you can say, hey, I'm in school and I'm going to be licensed soon, and start talking about what you're learning in that real estate class. You've got to be learning something. And then here's a tip real quick, because this is a rookie mistake I don't want you guys to make. A lot of people get so wrapped up in, oh, I need business cards. No, you don't. In fact, my very first 2 weeks after being licensed and affiliating, I didn't have business cards. So here's a tip. When you're out and about and you're talking real estate with a stranger and the topic of contact information comes up, a lot of agents, their first instinct is, oh, I'm gonna give them my phone number. Well, here you go, guys. They're not gonna remember your phone number at all. You need to say something to the effect of, yeah, I'm waiting on business cards once I get licensed, but here, let me text you my contact information. So what you're doing is you're not even going to give them a chance. You're just going to pull out the phone while you're saying it, and you're going to get their phone number so that you can text them. What does this do? This gives you their contact information. So rather than hoping they remember you and follow up with you, well, you're going to follow up with them. What's that look like the day you pass your exam? Sending out a message to these people saying, hey, great news, I'm officially licensed. Let me know if I can help you, or if you know of any friends that are looking to buy or sell in the future. So very different conversation, very different way to do it, but it's the right way to do it. You should never be giving your contact information out. You should be getting their contact information. So rule number, I think we're on 5 now. If we're not, sorry. So next rule. A lot of agents will wait until they pass their exam to begin interviewing brokerages. Don't do that. You put yourself in a time crunch. You put yourself in a situation where you have to make a decision quickly because you're licensed, you're ready to go, you're ready to use it. And so you end up not really fully evaluating them. So while you're in licensing class, I recommend that you go ahead and you start interviewing brokerages ASAP. Brokerages, teams, everything. And here's the kicker. When you're interviewing them, remember, you're interviewing them. They're not interviewing you. Be very upfront. You're in pre-licensing class and you're looking for your home once you have your license. And ask them questions like their splits. Ask them questions about their training, their mentoring, what their fees are, everything. And while they're telling you this, you write this all down, very detailed. Take it a step further too, because a lot of brokerages will promise, oh, we've got amazing training, we've got amazing mentors, all this and that. And then you go and it's nothing like what you thought it was going to be. Or what ends up happening is the training that they said they had is going to cost you $800 on top of your MLS fees and licensing fees you already paid, right? So you want to make sure you know all the details. Then ask them, can I sit in on a training class? Can I meet the mentors in your brokerage? Can I talk with past mentees that they have had? This is giving you a really good idea of what the brokerage is, what their culture is like, who you're going to be learning from, if it's going to cost you anything extra. And it's just a really, really good idea. That way, when you pass, you already know exactly what it is that you're going to be, or who it is you're going to be affiliating with. Now, the thing about that is follow through, right? What's that look like? So any brokerage that you're going to be interviewing with, once you interview with them, pay attention. Are they following up with you throughout your class journey? If they're not, then you're just a number to them. And I don't know about you, but I want somewhere that actually is invested in my success and will follow up with me throughout my journey, even though I'm not licensed yet, maybe helping me, maybe mentoring me, maybe if I'm not quite grasping a concept, helping me through it. So those are my tips for brand new agents on how to really hit the ground running with their real estate career before they ever finished their licensing class. These were all the things I did. And literally my first week licensed, before I even got MLS access, I had a listing and a buyer. So start doing this, guys. If you're in pre-licensing class right now, do it. And if you're not sure on what exactly I'm talking about here, reach out to me, DM me. I am happy to help in any way possible. I was a new agent and I wish people would have told me this. Luckily, my gut was just telling me to go ahead and do it. And, you know, I did it and was successful with it. There's no right or wrong way, but there are some things like what I just mentioned that you can do to really help you establish yourself. That way, when you do pass the exam and when you affiliate with a brokerage, you're a little bit ahead of the game, so to speak, and your business page is set up. You already know what training you're going to take. You've already got a mentor picked out. You've already established that mentor has a proven track record of being successful with their mentees. Things of that nature. You know that training's not going to cost you extra. So while those that were in your class may or may not be where you're at, most of them aren't going to be where you are because you've taken the steps that most spend their first month doing. Again, sit in on trainings, get your business page set up, just keep it unpublished, start working on marketing, start working on your headshots, start talking about real estate everywhere you go. And I promise you that you're not going to see very much time pass between you passing the exam and affiliating with a brokerage and you actually being able to work with a client. Hope you guys have a great day.